All right, so we're at the mall today and we're doing a little shopping, Justin, but we are not shopping for a mortgage.
But stay tuned and we'll show you how to shop for a mortgage next.
Absolutely. Welcome. I'm Heath Albritton alongside Justin Lee.
Yeah, I'm excited to be here. It's going to be good.
Kind of get to know us and who we are, how we do business. We're going to talk all things mortgage. We're going to try to cover everything, Justin. So,
Loans for homes.
Loans for homes. All right, Justin, so how does somebody shop for a mortgage?
Well, it's a little different than shopping for everything else because it's not as transparent, right? Like somebody can quote you a rate, but they're not telling you how many fees are to get that point. Maybe they quote 6.25 and I quote 6.5. You're like, I'm going to take the 6.25. Everybody can get the same rate. It's just a matter of how much cost it takes to get there, how many points. So you need to get a loan estimate. You need to ask the right questions. We're going to walk you how to do that.
And that's just it, asking the right questions. So the biggest thing I can tell you guys when you're shopping for a mortgage is be as transparent as you can up front. It doesn't do you or anybody else any good if you tell someone that you've got an 800 score when in reality you've got a 720. That makes a huge difference. You need to make sure you're comparing apples to apples. So tell them it's a purchase and this is what I'm doing. I'm buying a primary residence or I'm buying a second home because that matters. I'm buying an investment property, right? My income, how am I being paid? Make sure you bring that up. So don't just call somebody and say, hey, what's your rate today? I got great credit and I got a good down payment and everything else. I mean, that loan officer doesn't know what loan product you're going to be doing. They don't know all the particulars on that, right? And that's why, Justin, before we tell somebody completely, we like to have a complete loan application in our hands because we've been burnt so many times by somebody saying, this is my situation, only to get the accurate information and it's completely different. And we look bad in the situation.
There doesn't need to be any secrets. You might as well go ahead and share your purchase contract, share your exact credit score, your exact down payment. Like the more information you can provide is going to make those estimates more accurate between lenders.
And we all want the numbers as accurate as possible up front when we are shopping for a mortgage, right?
And you need to shop people on the same day because rates change from every day. So if I get a price improvement tomorrow and you got my rate today and you're quoting me with somebody else tomorrow, you're not comparing apples and apples.
Yeah. So bottom line, make sure you ask plenty of questions, right? And as Justin mentioned, it's so important because rates change, guys, sometimes by the minute. Depends on how volatile the market is currently. And I mean, I've lost deals or I've won deals before just because of that very situation.
And it needs to be the same loan type. You don't need to get an FHA rate from me and a conventional rate from Heath over here. It's got to be the exact same criteria, right? If it's a bank statement loan or if it's an asset loan, whatever it is, you've got to be looking at the exact same loan type between investors.
Yeah, and here's the deal too. I mean, if you don't have a contract on the house already, I can understand maybe shop around. You know, there's some people that are going to tell you they know you don't have a contract. They're going to give you a low rate knowing that, hey, I don't have a contract yet. And they can just quote you the real rate later on. Just be cognizant of that. So it's really hard when you don't have a contract yet. You don't know the date of the closing. You don't know the actual sales price. So ask questions, be transparent, and make sure you're comparing apples to apples.
And if it feels like it's too good to be true and the rate's too good to be true, it probably is. So get it in writing.
Absolutely. So remember, just like you shop everywhere else, you're looking for a good price, just be a smart shopper, right? Do your homework. If you have questions, reach out to us. We hope you guys have a great 4th of July. Be safe this weekend, and we'll see you next week.
Hope everybody has a great 4th.